And welcome back. Today we're doing Module 6, Lesson 9. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the target, the focus of today. The focus of today's lesson is to solve word problems involving addition of equal groups in rows and columns. So let's say our simple I can statement. Repeat after me. I can solve word problems with arrays and repeated addition. Got it? Okay, cool. So before we get started, let's review a little bit about what we've learned so far. We know that when we're talking about equal groups, we want to use the sentence starter, blank groups of blank. Okay, remember that rows go across, columns go up and down, and that when you're writing repeated addition sentences, it can either match the columns, like 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6, or it can go along with the rows, 3 plus 3 equals 6. Okay, and I'll refer to that same language throughout the video. So, as a quick fluency activity, you can roll dice to build your own equal groups. So, got some fresh dice, and I'm going to roll 1 to tell how many groups. Okay, I got 3. So we're gonna have 3 groups of, let's roll the second. And of course you can do this with just 1. 3 groups of 4. So when I build my equal groups, I'm gonna have 3 groups, and I'm gonna put 4 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can either use 3 groups of 4 where I have 3 columns and 4 in each column, or 3 rows and 4 in each row. I'm gonna go with columns. First, I'm gonna label 3 columns, and then I'm going to put 4 in each. See? I have 3 columns, 1, 2, 3 columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in each. So how many rows do I have? Let's label them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 rows and 4 columns. Let's try one more. I'm gonna roll my dice again to tell how many groups and how many will be in each group. Let's roll the first one. Oh, got 3 again. 3 groups of, okay, I got the same number. I'm going to roll that a second time. Okay, this time I got 3 groups of 5. So I'm gonna have 3 groups and put 5 in each. This time I'm gonna make 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, and put 5 in each row. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many columns do I have? I have 3 rows. How many columns do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 rows and 5 columns. What repeated addition sentence would match my array? I want you to try that one on your own. Pause the video and see if you can write a repeated addition sentence that matches my array with 3 groups of 5. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and start with some word problems. So the first one that we'll do together says, Miss Mel wants to know how many eggs are in the carton. She sees 4 eggs in both rows. How many eggs are there? So I've already went ahead and circled what was most important. we know that she sees 4 eggs in both rows. So not only did I circle 4 eggs, but I also circled both rows. When you see that word both, remember that it means 2. So I'm even going to make a 2 right there above the word both. Okay? And I've underlined my question, how many eggs are there? That lets me know that we're trying to find the total. So you can even connect this back to what we've learned about number bonds in our past modules. We're looking for the total. And we want to use a repeated addition sentence. So I'm even going to make a long strip there for my parts because I know that it's going to be a repeated addition sentence. And we've talked about using a tape diagram. So you can use a tape diagram as well. And it's going to have the equal parts there. So if there are just 2 rows, I'm going to split my tape diagram into 2 and think about what number is repeating. Let's draw out exactly what Miss Mel saw. She saw 4 eggs in both rows. So I'm going to start by labeling my rows, and then I'm going to draw 4 eggs in each row. Sure, that's not what a carton of eggs looks like, but you get the picture. Okay, so what number is repeating when I look at the rows? Well, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first row and 1, 2, 3, 4 in the second row. My groups are equal. There are 2 groups of 4. So when I think about a repeated addition sentence, I'm going to write 4 plus 4. What would be the total? You could skip count by 4. You could add 4. 4 plus 4 equals 8. So I know that when I think about my repeated addition sentence, I'm going to use 4 plus 4 equals 8. So in a complete sentence, there are, shouldn't be she sees, because that's not what the question asks, and it's okay to make mistakes, but that's why reading is so important, and I've underlined my question, so I'm going to steal from it. There are 8 eggs. We're on the right track. Let's keep going to the next question. On to the next question. Here we go. Miss DeLoach arranges her desk into 4 rows of 5. How many desks are in her classroom? How can we use an array with rows and columns to find the total? Well, it tells us, the word problem tells us that there are 4 rows of 5. And we want to figure out how many desks there are all together in the classroom. Let's use what the word problem says to start our drawing. 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm labeling my rows, and I'm going to put 5 desks in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay if the picture's not perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I have 5 rows in each desk. How can we find the total of each row? Well, I know that there are 4 rows and 5 in each. So what number is repeating in each row? 5, exactly. So to match the rows, we would use 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. I added 5 4 times. What would be the total if I'm adding along each row? I can skip count by 5, or I can use what I know about adding 5 together. 5 and 5 make 10. 5 and 5 make 10. 10 plus 10 together equals 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Now, if I want to find the total, but this time using the columns, what would be my repeated addition sentence to match? Well, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. And how many are in each? 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that they're equal groups, so there are 4 in each column. So what repeated addition sentence would match the columns? 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. I'm going to add the number 4 5 times. To find the total, you can skip count by 4, or you can add 4 again and again and again. You could group together 4 the same way we did with 5 if we know those doubles facts. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. And when I add that 4 more, I would get 20. You should always get the same answer when you're finding the total with the same number of objects. If I skip count, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. There are 20 desks in her classroom. So make sure that you always think about putting it into a complete sentence. There are 20 desks. Great job. Okay, this is the last one that we'll do together. It says, Mrs. Batts Elder ate 4 cherries in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. How many cherries did she eat altogether? So, let's think about our equal groups. She ate 4 cherries in the morning, 4 cherries in the afternoon, and 4 cherries in the evening. That's important for us to know. 4 cherries, morning, afternoon, and evening. So, how many times did she eat 4 cherries? How many equal groups are there? 3, morning, afternoon, evening. Got it. What do we want to know? How many cherries did she eat altogether? I must need to eat something. Ooh, cherries sound good. Well, let's see. If we know that she ate 4 cherries 3 times during the day, we can use 3 columns to represent our 3 equal groups. That was 3 times a day that she ate 4 cherries. So let's put 4 cherries. That's my cherry. Might look like a number 6. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Now I'm just making a number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what repeated addition sentence could we use to represent the cherries that she ate? If we're looking at the columns, we could use 4 plus 4 plus 4 because there are 4 cherries in each column. However, if we're looking at the rows going straight across, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. How many cherries are in each row? 1, 2, 3. Because I know they're equal groups, I don't have to count how many are in each. I just have to look at one of them. How many times should we add the number 3? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. But match the rows. We can use skip counting or repeated addition to find the total. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 6 equals 12. Try the same thing with 4 plus 4 plus 4. We can group it together. We can skip count. We can add on. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 4 more makes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did we get the same answer? We sure did. We sure did. So how many cherries did she eat altogether? She ate 12 cherries. Remember that complete sentence. Okay, I think you've got it now. Next up is your exit ticket for you to try on your own. Here's your exit ticket. Kim stocks 3 shelves every hour at work. She worked 4 hours on Saturday. How many shelves did she stock on Saturday? Draw a tape diagram or array to show the problem, and then write a repeated addition sentence to match. Think about equal groups. Think about labeling the rows and columns, and making sure that your repeated addition sentence either matches the rows or the columns. Be sure to find the total. Happy learning!